Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Top Realtors, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us for what I'm sure will be a wonderful auction. And why wouldn't it be today on offer a stunning opportunity in the form of 13 Swainson Close in the lovely suburb of Tarneit. So to all of our bidders and buyers, make sure to bid bold, bid aggressively, and bid to the absolute upper echelon of your capacity. Give yourself every opportunity to be that lucky and successful buyer. I'm sure you're somewhere in the crowd here today, so to you a slightly early congratulations is in order for your wonderful purchase, and what a wonderful purchase it will be for you and your family. I'm sure of it for the many years to come. I'd like to take the time to thank our vendors as well for not only entrusting myself to be the auctioneer, but also the entire selling team at Top Realtors for selling what is arguably their most prized possession. Now, of course, we've got the whole team here to support you with your bidding endeavours and any questions about your property, the property here today. Of course, your listing agents, none other than Vineet and Rahul. We've got the rest of the team here as well. They're all in lovely suits and beautifully presented here today. We've got Yashu, we've got Diraj, and we've also got Brijesh and Sia. So if you do have any questions, make sure to flag down one of the team and have a chat to them. They'll happily come to your aid here today. Of course, I am going to go through the rules and regulations of an auction here. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As your auctioneer will be indicating bidders on a request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it will issue fines for misconduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I will be using to indicate I am placing a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid. By law only I, as the auctioneer, can place those vendor bids. Now, of course, the settlement terms for the purchase of this lovely home is preferred at 30 to 45 days. In the words of our owners, the sooner the better. We're happy to accept a 5 or 10% deposit to make it a very convenient purchase for you here today. Of course, if you've had any prior arranged terms and conditions discussed and our vendors are agreeable to those terms, then you're more than comfortable to be bidding on that basis. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the boring stuff out the way. Let's talk about a stunning opportunity here. 13 Swainson Close here in a beautiful Tarneit. This is a stunning home in a beautiful prime location of Tarneit here. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a multiple car spacing opportunities with that lovely double lock-up garage here. And sitting on 363 square metres of prime Tarneit soil here. This is a kind of home that appeals to a multitude of buyers, first-time buyers, growing families, investors alike. There is something for everybody in this home and in this particular location here. Of course, when you go inside, greeted by beautiful open plan layouts here. You've got kitchen and dining areas that are beautiful for entertaining your friends and family. Lovely indoor and outdoor entertaining areas, front and back gardens beautifully presented and ripe and ready for you to take on over and feel right on at home. Lovely storage options all throughout the home, which means that you can put all of your homely possessions in their rightful places from the get-go. Lovely low-maintenance living with beautiful tiled areas all throughout the home, which is very easy to clean up after, complemented very well by the carpet, lovely carpet in the private living areas there. Of course, all of that with quality fixtures and fittings, heating and cooling, the lot, the list just goes on and on and on. A stunning home at a beautiful price point here, and of course the location is just quite something as well. Very exciting location because of the amount of development and investment in this particular pocket of Tarneit. There's a lot of beautiful projects up and coming in this particular area. Just to name a few, you've got Tarneit West Station that's coming in early or mid-2026, sometime along those ranges there. And we've also got plenty more investments, things like the Grove Shopping Centre. That's $70 million worth of investments coming very shortly to this area along the riverside. That's going to give you plenty of things to keep your friends, family, and much more entertained in this particular area. Of course, right now, there's still plenty as well. So you're just adding to that. There's plenty of walking trails, beautiful tree-lined streets down here, very quiet location here, and of course, very high-quality school options for your young children here. Barrier Primary School and Brimbill Secondary College zoning in this particular area. Plenty of shops as well. Riverdale Shopping Centre, only a couple minutes drive from here. Tarneit Gardens Shopping Centre, and even Wyndham Village. You can literally take a pick. You'll keep yourself busy with all those options, and of course plenty of lifestyle amenities including healthcare facilities, community centres, sporting grounds, you name it, and all of this in a very, very convenient location in terms of public transport. You've also got buses on Davis Road and Tarneit Station that will take you anywhere that you need to go. And of course, very convenient driving location as well, because you've got easy access to Leaks Road and Sayers Road. So lots of reasons to buy. I'm only naming a few. The list literally goes on and on and on. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Don't mind where we start. Happy to start it off at any opening figure where you will see logical value, and we'll take it from there. First bid's always the hardest. Who would like to start me off? Happy to start at any opening figure, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the quoting range 569 and 999 to 619 and 999. How about we start it off at 670, sir? What do you say? 670? Or lower. Otherwise, I simply start things off with a vendor bid on my end. Don't mind where we start, ladies and gentlemen. Going to call it 3 times. Beautiful home. Fantastic value buying opportunity, even at that price point. First call, second call, third and final time, all done. I thought I nailed that introduction as well. Really hyped up the property, don't you reckon? Maybe I overhyped it. I scared you guys off. Come on, 570, what do you say? Otherwise, below that, I'm going to start things off at 570 nonetheless. If you'd like to start things below, you better do so now. I'm going to count it 3 times. We're going to move the auction along. First call, second call, third and final time, all done. Last chance? Yes? All right, Vineet, I'm going to start the auction. 580. Very nice, $580,000. Let's go on $10,000 rises on top, but welcome to the auction and good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, social proof and evidence that the property is wanted by somebody else. Let's go to 590 as the next bid. $580,000 now in the lead, and $580,000 above your competition. And of course, Rahul, I think we've got a phone bidder as well out from Adelaide. If your bidder would like to jump on in, 590 is an absolute bare minimum from here. At $580,000 now, needs to be $10,000 north of this figure. Let's keep things moving on. 590. 590 now. Welcome to the auction. Good luck to your buyer. 2 bidders fighting it out. Let's go straight to 600 now. At $590,000 or even 610 if you'd like to get things nice and aggressive there. At $590,000, Rahul, your buyer in the lead now. At $590,000 now. 2 bidders fighting it out neck and neck, sir. Let's go straight to 600 now. Show some strength in the auction here. Rahul's buyer, you're in the lead now at $590,000. Joining us from interstate, seeing the value even all the way from Adelaide. At $590,000, absolute bargain buying. I'm going to call it 3 times now. First call at $590,000. Second call at $590,000. Third, final time, all done, finished, absolutely silent now. Even at $590,000, $600,000, driving a hard bargain there at $600,000, definitely making me work for it now. Rahul, your turn to get to work now. At $600,000, let's go straight to 610 if you will. But at $600,000 in the lead, and rightfully so, back with our rope bidding bidder, and good luck. At $600,000 now, let's go straight to 610 now. Rahul, what do you say? Your buyer just raised the hand for me. 610 and good bid. At $610,000, let's go straight to 620. Show some strength here. At $610,000, he probably thinks you're out just based on how long you've taken to think about that bid. At $610,000, 620, yeah? Come on, let's do it. I know you want to do it. You're going to give me the bid anyways, may as well do so quickly. Put pressure and show strength back out that way. At $610,000, Rahul, your buyer in the lead, and good luck. At $610,000, need to be 620 as an absolute bare minimum from here. At $610,000, now calling it 3 times. We move the auction along. First call at 610, good luck. Second call at 610, third and final time, all done. Yes, finished, absolutely silent here. 615, I'll take it and move it from there. 615 now, we're going into smaller increments. Let's go straight to 620. I'm suggesting even 625 just to show strength. He's pulling away in smaller increments. This is a perfect time to put the pedal to the metal. At 620 now, and quickly 620. That was your bid, by the way. You could have given me that, and now he's taking it away. I thought I was doing you a favor by going to 615, but instead he's taking your next bid. $620,000. May as well up the ante here and go 630. But at $620,000 in the lead, and good luck. At $620,000 now, what do we say? Let's go 630. You tried the 5s, didn't quite work out the way you wanted to. I'm happy to accept the 5s if it gets you back in. But at 620 in the lead, and rightfully so, being very strongly at this point in time. 620 now the bid, the offer. First call at $620,000. $620,000. Yes? Second call at 620. Third and final time, we're all done. Otherwise, we start the negotiation process swiftly here and immediately with Rahul's buyer on the phone at $620,000. Need to know at $620,000, any interest out that way as well? At $620,000, 25 is an absolute bare minimum. Last opportunity, first call, second call, third and final time, and good luck and thank you for your patience while holding the highest bid out that way. Yes, let's go 25, come on. I know you want to do it, you're not done just yet, you're thinking. Thinking is costing you as well because it doesn't send the right message out that way. At 620, you're very lucky is interstate and can't see your body language because I'm reading it and there's a lot of indecision here. Let's go 625 now and quickly. First call, second call, we're all done. Finished? Yes? No? Need to know. Third and final time, 620 now. Yes? 25? Yeah. Now we're done. Oh, geez. Worked that hard just for a no. What do I do from here? Vineet, I think a really good time to take a pause, by the way, in a very strong position. Let's get some instructions from our vendor and come back to you shortly to resume the auction. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. Of course, you can tell by the dramatic effect of all the conversations that we're having here today with our highest bidder and also our underbidder at this point in time. The bid currently stands at $620,000. Now, our vendors have asked me to pass on instructions specifically to both buyers here to increase their offer to a point where we're willing to put the property on the market and sell today. Now, of course, if there is no further bidding, the instructions are very plain and simple, and that's to pass the property in to our highest bidder who's currently on the phone with Vineet and negotiating there to see if they would like to increase their offer. Otherwise, no further bid. We pass the property in and start private negotiations, exclusive negotiations with only the highest bidder. Now, of course, sir, being the underbidder at this point in time, if you'd like to increase your offer any further amount from here, you've been given the clear instructions, whether it's to the point where we put the property on the market or anything above, you can be the one to come inside and negotiate with our vendors' written reserve price. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to you once again for your spirited bidding. Where do we go from here? One last opportunity, plain and simple instructions from here is to pass the property in and start negotiations, whether it's out with Rahul's buyer on the phone out in Adelaide or also out here in the striped shirt at $620,000. Rahul, you're buying the lead, and let me know if you'd like to increase your offer and have the property put on the market from there. We could not be any more clear in terms of the instructions and giving you clarity on where the reserve price has been set and where we're going to be meeting that point where we can put the property on the market to sell to you today. It's just a matter of who moves first at $620,000. Otherwise, in the box seat to take it away and start private negotiations. And given the gap that we've got here, it's a very small gap here. We're going to be selling to our highest bidder almost certainly here. Statistically, once the property passes into our highest bidder, we are going to sell at $620,000. Only a small gap from here, whether you'd like to increase your offer by an inch or a mile. Doesn't matter what we do. At $620,000 in the hot seat, unless they'd also like to increase their offer. Now, I would like to confirm any other interest. I know we spoke during the open home, but we're all done here. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the show here. Guys, I know you jumped in last minute. We're at $620,000. We're about to pass the property in. $625,000. Great bid now. Now, if you were thinking about jumping in on top at $625,000, you now need to be at $630,000. At $625,000, we're passing the property in. No better bidder offer here. That bidder on the phone is clearly giving it his best, so you've got the information here. It's $625,000. One last opportunity. We pass the property in, plain and simple here at $625,000. What do you say? Last opportunity. I've confirmed everybody else is out here. Gentlemen, just in the sunnies here out front. You've gone through your whole entire drink from start to finish. Yes, we're all done. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Neighbours in the crowd as well. Hope you've enjoyed as well. Any interest in buying the home next to you? At $625,000. I thank you all very much. Last opportunity. I counted 3 times. First call, second call, third and final time. All done. Finished. Absolutely silent. $625 the bid. Yes? It's very hard to tell what you're thinking here because you want to bid but you don't want to bid. $630. Come on. Otherwise, we start the private negotiations here. Even if you have more to offer, You simply cannot until we're done with the negotiations. And are you going to risk that? 13 Swainson Close, a beautiful location here. Stunning price for the property, the size of the block, 363 square meters. Just go to 630. We pass the property in. What's the worst that can happen? Gentleman on the phone pays an extra $5,000. Costs you absolutely nothing. And by the way, thank you very much for your patience. I think we're all done. Yes? Come on, one more. Just one more. Test the bid. We're going to sell. It doesn't matter whether it's this way or that way. 625. I'm going to call it 3 times. We pass the property in. No better bidder offer. First call. Second call. Third and final time. We're all done. Finished. Absolutely silent. Last opportunity. Yes or no? In or out? 630. Oh. 630. I worked very, very hard for that, but in the lead and in the box seat now at $630,000. At $630,000 now, Vineet switched teams and all of a sudden jumped on the phone with our other buyer at $630,000. Now you're in the hot seat to take it away. We've got the instructions to pass the property in, and also both buyers know exactly where the point we're going to be announcing the property on the market is. It's just a race to that point in time now at $630,000. Now, just so you know, because you've given me the respect of another bid, I'm going to be keeping them accountable to a $5,000 bid only. We're not taking anything more than that. It needs to be $5,000, and you know exactly when I'm going to be taking any other bids because I've given you that particular price point as well. You're more than welcome to bid to that yourself. You can steal a page out of that gentleman's book as well and go to 635 yourself just to pump the extra pressure on. He's done it to you. He went to from 620 himself to 625. Now you're at 630. You can go to 635 yourself as well. At $630,000 out to the right-hand side. Striped shirt in the lead at $630,000 the bid. But need to know instructions from your bidder on the phone. Now, of course, we did give you plenty of time to consider your bidding options from here. I think it's only respectful and polite to do the same thing out that way. So I'm going to give him some time, okay? At $630,000. Now, what I would suggest to you is if they do come back in for another $5,000 bid, to have that next bid ready to go at $630,000. You already know what that unlocks you as well. So it's a plain and simple proposition here at $630,000. Have your next bid locked and loaded, ready to go. $630,000. No, need to be a 5. Need to be a 5, given the respect out this way. At $630,000 now. Once the property is on the market, I'll happily take any other bid on top. At $630,000 in the box seat to take it away. We pass the property in, start negotiation processes here. Need to know now, Vineet. At $630,000 now, it secures them their exclusive rights to negotiate with our vendor's written reserve price, and you know that there's not much of a gap to bridge from here at $630,000. Need to be 35 to be in the box seat to take it away at $630,000. Nah, needs to be another 5. Let's do another 5. Let's push for a 5. Come on. Last bid. Otherwise, he's going to take the next bid. I've already prepped him for another $5,000 bid on top. At $625, he's expecting it. That's going to be a blessing to him. At $630,000 now. Let's go 5. Otherwise, this gentleman's just going to come back in on top. We've seen what smaller bids do. At $630,000, I know I'm pushing back, but it's in your best interest. At $630,000, one last opportunity. Need to know the final instructions from here. First call at $630,000. Now, by the way, remember that thing about bidding to $635 yourself? This is a really good time to do it, isn't it? At $630,000, just show strength. Crush him now at $630,000. Otherwise, I may just accept that bid, by the way. Second call at $630,000. Third and final time, all done. Finished. Absolutely silent. One last opportunity, Vineet. Need to know 5,000 or yes, no. What do we say? We pass the property in? Sorry, 2,500? All right, let's take it. Another 2,500 on top. 632,500. Let's go 35 now. We're done at 632,500. You know, you've seen what time in the auction can do at 632,500. You told me many times that you're out when you're really not that out at this stage at 632,500 in the box seat now to negotiate. Now, of course, a bidder tells an auctioneer 3 to 7 times that they're out before they're truly out. We're well and truly exceeded that at this point in time at 632,500. Let's go another $25,000 on top. Otherwise, it's back to your web portal of choice. We're going to start negotiation processes straight away from here at $632,000. Now the bid, plain and simple instructions from there. Now think about it. What happens if the property was on the market? If the property was on the market, would you bid again? At $632,500, you're telling me a $2,500 bid is going to knock you out. At $632,500, what do you say? One last opportunity. You come inside and negotiate from there. We sell to you here at $632,500. 13, Swainson Close. Tarneit is going to sell, whether it's out this way or over here. Rahul, now your buyer in Adelaide is in the lead, and good luck to them at $632,500. I would suggest another 2.5. If he does come back for another bid, to have your bid ready to go as well at $632,500. What do we say? Let's go. Vineet's running out of patience here. At $632,500, quite frankly, so am I. I'm sure our highest bidder is waiting as well, but given how long it took to give that bid, I think it's only fair. I'm going to call it 3 times. We need to know your instructions and final bidding from here. If we're all done, finished and silent, we wrap up the auction. First call at $632,500. Second call at $632,500. Third and final time, all done. Yes? Finished. All right, look. Given that I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from you because I feel like you want to bid again, but you don't, I'm going to take a quick pause, speak to our vendors one more time. Hopefully have some very good news for you soon, okay? Give me 2 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. Of course, very close to the vendor's reserve price at this point in time. We're going to resume the auction once again for any further bidding. Otherwise, we're passing the property in directly to our bidder. I'm going to count it 3 times. No point dragging it on any longer from here out of respect to all of our buyers and spectators here today at $632,500. Last opportunity here. First call, second call, third and final time. I've given you all the time in the world to think about your bid. What do we do? 35. We're done. We're passing it in. Confirmed. Thank you very much for your bidding. Ladies and gentlemen, we formally passed the property in at $632,500 to our bidder on the phone in Adelaide. Even though they're not here, let's give them a big round of applause for their bidding here today. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your weekend.